What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Into Geek Podcast, YouTube. I've been amassing a lot of 3D terrain, and I was like, you know what? I kind of want to show off a little bit. So I decided to make like an unboxing, but then as I got started, I was like, this is too much to like unbox each thing. So I just kind of go through all my stuff, and then if you guys are interested, I could tell you all about the little the specific pieces and boxes and stuff. I do plan on doing a video on the differences in size versus for Hero Forge versus Warlock. You might be surprised. I thought Hero Forge would be a little bit bigger, but we'll kind of get into that in a little bit. So let's go ahead and I'll start this video here. So this is my kitchen table, and it was just a mass of stuff, whatever. And you don't really realize how much stuff you're getting until you kind of just like step back and look at everything. So this is some older stuff that I got for an older campaign. I found a few websites that have like actual buildings. That's like a paper cardboard style building. That was a bridge I got. There's some stuff in here that I actually built out of foam. The trees I put together. That has a box full of stuff that I built that's kind of crappy. I built these little like encampments here for like, you know, terrain and stuff outside. You can never have too much. There's like a church in there as well, and a few other buildings. Then this is all of the newer Warlock packs, and I just kept buying them. I was like, oh, this is really cool. I'll get something else. The stairs are neat because the figures can actually fit in the stairs, so like, you know, you don't have to I'd like think that they're actually like on top or whatever, but it's pretty cool. I also realized early on that I needed more doors. Thankfully, Warlock had some of that stuff. I needed stuff to put in. So the dungeon debris here with a bunch of like, you know, random little traps and bits and treasure and tables and stuff is really cool. And then I just kept getting more of that stuff. It's kind of crazy. This is a torture pack that's got a bunch of crazy torture style devices, like, you know, like Iron Maidens and things like that and everything. It's pretty cool. And then I think these are summoning circles. They actually lay very, very flat onto the other tiles, and they have like LEDs in them, so you can kind of like add more like immersive lights and stuff. This is a marketplace that has a bunch of extra NPCs. It has got like market areas and vendors with all types of boxes and fruits and barrels. There's also a nooseman. There's gallows and stuff. This is the town square, which is pretty new from Warlock. It's really cool. You can build your own streets. You can build houses around it and stuff, so it looks like an actual like your downtown center for your village. The town and village one is one of the first things I bought. These are 1-inch walls, so they're only half tall. And then I got the dungeon tiles 2 for the full height, because I thought that those and the Dwarven Forge, and pause this real quick. I thought that those and the Dwarven Forge would just line up right next to each other. But I found out that the Warlock tiles are actually bigger. They put their back walls up against, so there's full squares, as opposed to Dwarven Forge, which puts their back walls on top of it. So the one nearest is only about like 3/4, and then it's a full square. So the length isn't quite the same. So you really can't put those together. I thought that you could. The Warlock tiles are also a little bit taller. Moving on, this is a journal leather-bound book that I got while I was at Medieval Times. It was like $20. I was looking at something like this for like something to take notes in when we start playing D&D. It's really cool. It's embroidered with like dragons and stuff. The like lock is really neat. This was it's like a conjuration pack for magic users. So like, you know, Bigby's hand and things like that and stuff, like a flaming sphere. So you can actually put those things on the battlefield, as opposed to, you know, having to like have out like coins or something whatever for it. I then pulled out all of my minis, which I didn't realize how many I had, which still is, this looks like a ton, and it's really not. There's about 12 little Tupperwares here. I spread everything out between like goblin, orcs, and things like that, or like in a box. All the undead are in a thing together. All of my like NPC town folks are in a thing. The rogues and rangers are in a thing. And what's funny is that when you do that, you're just like, how do I not have more? Like, you know, I've been playing for like 20 years. How do I not have more stuff? A campaign that I ran 2 years ago, I had about a 3-week thing where we were on the open waters. So I bought a boat. And since this one is going to be, let me pause this actually, because these boats are kind of cool. We were going to be doing open ship stuff in this new campaign. I was like, why don't we get another boat. That way, in case we have to do like, combat here. Oh, I went a little too far here. And it's really neat because they have the squares are all like laser cut and printed. They fit your normal 28 millimeters. I think the one boat was like 30, the other one was $40 or something or whatever. They're a pretty good size. You can actually fit normal size minis at the bottom of the boat pretty easily. You can't put large ones down there. There's just not enough like a headspace here or whatever. But it's got pretty cool details. The one on the left you can see here. It has like rooms chalked out and stuff or whatever and things like that. And it's like tables and little like, like beds and stuff or whatever. It's pretty cool. So I'm excited to use those at some point. This was a dock that I wanted to get a dock because we're going to be at a town that has like, a lot of boats and stuff or whatever. I got this off Etsy actually, and the detail was cool. It took a while to get here. I think it was from Canada. But putting it together was a pain in the ass. None of the bits fit together, so I had to actually super glue everything on. So that was kind of pain. And then it has almost like the same locking system as Warlock Tiles first series, so they're extremely tough and brittle. I mean, I'm extremely tough, and you have to like just like ram them together and stuff. It's super annoying. This is some new Dwarven Forge that I got, which I'll say, man, like once Warlock Tiles is around for a few more years, they're really going to eat into like a Dwarven Forge here, man, because like Dwarven Forge is expensive. It takes forever. They're always out of stock of stuff. Their one thing is that they have a vast array of stuff, but once Warlock catches up, man, I don't know what they're going to do. So with these, I got more stairs. Because you can never have enough ways to get up on like platforms and stuff or whatever. So that's what this box with the yellow is. This one is a stilt pack, which basically it comes with like 4 to 6 2-inch like stilts. So you can put things on top of it. These so for example, this water thing here is called a terrain tray, and it's like a thin metal. It's actually pretty heavy, very, very durable. And you'll put that on top of the 4 stilts, and then your bottom level can have stairs building up to that level, and then you can build on top of that. So it just the stilts are a way to get more like elevation and stuff, so that your dungeons and your caverns and stuff can be super cool. These are also magnetic because it's metal. Most of the new Dwarven Forge have magnetic bits. So that they don't like slide around and stuff. And then that last thing there was a cavernous elevation pack to add more height and size and stuff for your caves. And then I found something to actually hold my camera. So I was like, okay, cool. Now I can actually do like actual unboxings. And sometimes, man, it's crazy because I just forgot the stuff that I got. So it was kind of like a surprise for me. This is the Arcane Fury and Divine Fury. I think this is out of print now, so you can really only find it in certain places. It's pretty cool though. So it's like the other thing, except this one's got like spiritual weapon and things like that. So you can like put those out and stuff. Whatever, Tensor's floating disc, things like that and stuff. It's pretty cool. So I'm excited for our druids or our magic users to have stuff to use. And then so I got to this point, and I kind of couldn't remember what all I got, because I know I got a bunch of stuff or whatever, because like I just hopped on Amazon and things kept popping up being like, oh, maybe you'd like this, and I was like, yeah, of course I would like this. And I think this is the boulders that I got from Tiny Terrain. Yeah. Oh, actually, hold on. What? Yes, yeah, it is. Okay, so this is like three pretty nice sized boulders. They're about twice the size of your average mini character. So I mean, like, it's pretty cool for putting out there in the field and stuff. You can hide things around it. You can probably hide a larger character maybe during like an ambush or something. The third boulder for some reason has like a rattling to it, like it sounds almost like a toy. But the details, it's kind of weird. It looks almost vinyl-ish or whatever. It's got like a sheen to it. I could probably add like a wash or something to them, like touch them up a little bit so that they look a little bit more, used and worn and grimy. That one had like this weird rattle to it. It's very, very strange. But yeah, I mean, like, by no means do you need all this crap. I have just been playing for so long, and I've never been a part of a game that has any of this stuff or has ever been able to use it. And, with downtime and with COVID and stuff, we weren't playing. So And then things have become so accessible nowadays. It's like, so I would spend like, $20 here, $30 here and stuff, and it's over a year. I got all this shit and I just left it out and I just hadn't opened it. These are little like bandit huts that I thought are kind of cool. Maybe like your group comes up on like a goblin tribe or something. So like there's like these little bandit things that I will have to paint. The one thing I have noticed with tiny terrain, they're very, very glossy on the outside. So you really got to like prime them so that they take paint well. Something else. Oh yeah. This is really cool. So I don't know about y'all, but over the years, it's always hard to figure out who is flying and stuff. And so like, you'll put people like on dice and stuff or whatever. But this is a clear plastic flight platform, and it's got little like size and distances and stuff on the side. So you can actually build it and then mark how high up the person is. And then you can just put your minis on top, and then it's clear, and the base of it is pretty wide. It's like, you can see there. So you can just, so like, it doesn't really incur or obscure any of the inch squares and everything. So, it's still pretty easy to tell what's going on. This is me like trying to like figure it out. I was kind of like, I don't know what's going on here, but eventually I got it. It only comes with 2, but it wasn't very expensive. I think this was like $13 or something. So if it's cool and helpful, I might get another one or something. I know that Matt Mercer uses, I think like clear cake toppers or holders or something or whatever, and he uses those and stuff as like flights and stuff, which I haven't been able to find. I don't know where he got his. Maybe I'm just not searching hard enough, but this is pretty cool. And we'll see how it works, if everything's cool or not. Super live, ridiculous. I should also use like a box cutter. This was a terrain crate. This was a dungeon debris terrain crate. I think it was like $30 or something, whatever. It's got 4 pieces. These barrels, boxes, broken stuff, things like that, whatever. And these come not painted, but their base plastic is like browns. So they're almost table ready. It's not a big deal. And then there was a local store actually that just had terrain crate. That I saw this like a week later, and this is like a really big like adventure thing here. Let me pause it. You can see on the back here, it's got like tables and awnings and like pillars and treasure things and stuff. So this one was more expensive. It's like 64 pieces. And once again, it's also not painted, but they come in set colors where, it's not too garish on the, on like the field and stuff or whatever. But very cool. I think that is a company out of like, I want to see like out of the like UK maybe. So it was very shocking to actually find some here recently, which is like, like it's very cool that where I live, it's usually not very nerd friendly, but two like newer stores have actually opened up here recently, and both are really, really cool and have a mixture of like wargaming, D&D stuff, and Magic the Gathering board games and stuff. So very, very cool. I think this is the final box that I got. This has the last 3D or like 4D thing here. This is like an encampment. It's got tents and horses and stuff, campfires and things like that. So like if you're maybe wandering up on people, this is a tavern set, which I already have some bar stuff. So, but having more stuff and beds and things like that is always kind of fun. And it's another like NPC, which is great. And I believe a fireplace as well. And then finally, I got another Town and Village 1 because for some reason I thought that the first one wasn't enough. I was like, no, we need to build more buildings. So I got another one, but it was on sale. Both of the ones, like I think the dungeon one that I got, I think the dungeon one that I got was like $70, which is like $30 off. That one was like $30 off or whatever. I mean, it's by no means is any of this stuff needed, but it's really cool. At some point, I will put up some stuff after we have built actual maps and stuff out of it, so you guys can like check it out. If you would like to know anything about any of this terrain, please hit me up. Let me know in the comments. Expect more D&D content after this. In fact, I just got my Hero Forge Mini, and I'm about to do a video for that as well, so you guys can check out who maybe like on the fence about getting the ones that are colored to see if it's worth the extra money, guys. So until then, see you.